Hello, I'm Rebecca Brand, and this is AlorAir's Whole-House Dehumidifier. This model is a Sentinel WHD 200. AlorAir Solutions is a company out of Chino, California. In this video, I'm going to tell you about this product's features and how it comes shipped to you and how you use it to install it in many different configurations. AlorAir is ranked #1 for commercial dehumidifiers in North America. They're also ranked #1 for the basement and crawl space category. AlorAir has captured 72% of the market share of dehumidifiers in the commercial industry in North America. We can see in this video the types of uses and installations available for this particular model of the dehumidifier. This is the AlorAir Sentinel WHD 200 Whole House Dehumidifier. This video by AlorAir shows you the airflow and with those 4 inlets, the different outlet method options. There are different drainage options as well. It comes with a hose for gravity drainage, but you can also have a pump drainage system. This is an option that you can purchase additionally. Here are different configurations if you install it in your attic. There are so many different ways to use your AlorAir Sentinel WHD 200. You might pause the video here to see which one is your application. AlorAir has over 30 million users. They specialize in designing and manufacturing air handling equipment. When you order your AlorAir Sentinel Series dehumidifier, it comes right to your door. Mine came in this box. Here are all sides of that box. This model is 235 pounds. I took off the cardboard box so you could see how well it was packaged. They took great care in the designing of the packaging for excellent shipment so nothing would be damaged during shipping. It was packaged in layers, and I'm taking off all the layers in this video. Here is one side of it, and you can see an inlet and as well some of the cords you'll need to connect it. Another view of that, the cords were nestled into the styrofoam packaging. I took the cords out. Here's the back of the model, another angle, and here's the other side of the model. I took it out of the box and put it on the floor, and we can see the connections that come pre-installed. Here's the front of it with the label and the top. The electrical plug comes permanently attached to the model. Here's the back of it. I took the tape off, and here's the top of it. Let me point out, there are 2 levelers to make installation simpler. Here's a close-up of an air vent cover plate that has a handle for easy moving. Here's a close-up of the leveler. There are many different air intake and exhaust methods for the Sentinel WHD Model 200. Here's a picture of all 4 of them. The manual for the dehumidifier has many illustrations of how you might want to configure your Sentinel WHD Model 200. Now here is a dehumidifier I'm filming in the configuration of Figure 5. This is how it comes out of the box. And in this default configuration, it's going to show the default air intake and exhaust methods for the Model 200. Here's a different configuration in Figure 6. This is going to show an adjustable air intake and exhaust directions should you need this for your installation. It's modifiable. And in Figure 7, we see another configuration. Here's a different method that was modified because everyone's needs will be different depending on the ducting in the house. And here's one more configuration. This is Figure 8. To change any of the configurations, you just need a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the screws from the air intake flange and take off the air intake flange. You'll use a Phillips screwdriver as well to remove any screws and to take out the air outlet cover plates. That's the only tool you'll need to make any modifications of your configuration. All of this was very easy to adjust. Just a couple of minutes to configure it any of the ways that I'm showing right here. AlorAir's dehumidifier Model WD 200 was made to be customized for a whole house installation of this dehumidifier. And the replaceable filters are located on the left side of your Sentinel WHD 200. Here on the side is where the replaceable air filter is. I am opening the slot where it's contained. When it arrives, it'll arrive with foam for the packaging, so it won't get damaged during shipping. I've removed the foam. It slides right out at an angle. It goes the entire width of your dehumidifier. It removes easily. These are MERV 1 filters plus a MERV 10 filter. You'll want to replace these filters from time to time. It takes 1 MERV 1 filter. You'll want to replace that every 3 months, and it also takes a MERV 10 filter. And for peak performance, AlorAir recommends that's replaced every 6 months. I'm showing you the different sides of those filters so you can recognize them when you order them for replacement. And to replace them, they just slide right back in. You put them in together as a set. So make sure you get the sides exposed the way they need to be. They need to be layered properly. And then close the compartment that will magnetically seal. If you ever have a question, you can contact AlorAir, and the label to do so is right there on the side of your dehumidifier, along with other informational labels, including what to do in cold temperatures where frost might arise. It has a warm reminder, quick tip on it. Now, on one side of the dehumidifier, you'll see the auxiliary terminals. These can be used to connect an external condensation pump or a float switch. And on the side is also the fan assembly. This is the air outlet, and now we're looking at the back of the fan assembly. Here is the side of the fan assembly, and here's another angle of the fan assembly. We see the electrical wires extending from the fan assembly. That was the black wires there. And now we can see the air outlet flange on the left and the measurement of the height of the AlorAir dehumidifier. It measures 24.3 inches in height, and the depth is 37.3 inches. The width is 23.4 inches. Those are the product dimensions. Here's a close-up of the drain outlet. It's high-quality stainless steel with threading for your drain. They offer you the drain hose, which here I am screwing into the drain outlet. And here are the accessories you get, including the user manual on the right. Everything comes wrapped up. Here's a drainage hose on the left. I took that out of the wrapper, and I unwrapped the other accessories. In the center of the screen, you'll see the controller, which will be wired into your house wall. That connector will use the wire on the upper left to connect it to your dehumidifier. Here's a close-up of the drain hose. And here's a close-up of the controller, as well as a connector wire for the controller. Now here's a close-up of the controller. The power button is on the left, the menu button next to that. The set button is the play button in the center. There is a timer button to set when you would like to time it. There's also a fan speed controller button. With all these different buttons, you'll have great control over the environment inside your house. I turned the controller upside down, and you'll see the connection port for the hard wire that's going to fit right at the upper left part of the back of the connection. Here is the controller and the mounting plate on the right, and the hardware you'll need for mounting it to your wall. Here is a connection port, close up, and the connection port is attached to 26 feet of wire. It snaps right in, and the other end of the cord will have a receiver for the port to be snapped in similarly. So both ends will be connected. Here's the end of the drainage hose with the cap on the right side. I put the cap on, and you see the threads on the end of the cap, so you can attach another hose to it for a gravity flow of any condensation that your dehumidifier will gather from your home environment. Now here's a close-up, and AlorAir has created a very good installation and operations manual that you see right here. I want to point out they have a great illustrator of what will pop up on your controller once it's fully installed. There's a lot of information and utility with that, including timers, child locks, fresh air function. The manual is very helpful. It's very well written and very easy to understand, and the illustrations are accurate and descriptive. This information is thorough to assist in the installation of your AlorAir Whole-House Dehumidifier. This installation operations manual is good for a number of their different models. This video concentrated on the Sentinel WHD 200, but the manual is used for 4 different models, including all the different installation methods that I've described earlier in the video. There are many reasons why you would want a whole house dehumidifier, whether it's to be more comfortable indoors during high humid times, or preventing the growth of mold and bacteria, or including your indoor air quality and protecting your furniture and decorations and books from indoor moisture damage. So whether you're installing it in your attic or basement, so think of AlorAir dehumidifiers with your next install. This innovative dehumidifier is perfect for any style of installation. This powerful dehumidifier will meet the needs of virtually any whole house. AlorAir is a leader in whole house dehumidifiers. Click the link below to get your AlorAir Whole-House Dehumidifier. Right in the description box, you'll find more information. I'm Rebecca Brand. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel and ring the bell to get notified of my next video. And let's keep making great recipes in life. And this is a recipe for comfort for you and your whole family by AlorAir. If you like this video, here's some more over there about other home improvement projects. Just click.